Let's move to 75 now. Your Los Angeles Lakers. The big man, 7 feet, number 11. Jackson Hayes. Starting at power forward, 6'8", number 28, Rui Hachimura. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. Starting at point, 6'6", number 77, Luka. Starting at the other pole position, 6'9", number 23, LeBron James.
Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for Los Angeles, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jackson Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Back to Reeves. James, a screen on Edwards. To the paint. And slam dunk by James.
LeBron James leaves no doubt about that one. Punches it home as soon as he gets the opportunity.
Randle outside. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And Gobert with the stuff.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Here's Doncic. Hayes with a screen on Conley. To the inside. And finished off by Hayes.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Hayes against Gobert. Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. It's Hayes with the rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Allie, thank you. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Too open that time. Made it look easy.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Reeves against Edwards. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Up and over Conley. No good off the glass.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Now here's Reeves. Some solid defense from Edwards.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And he misses the go-ahead basket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Reeves. Doncic outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Conley with the ball. Now Doncic defending. Gobert with a screen on Hachimura. Down low. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Now Hachimura. Back to James. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, Julius Randall has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Checked in for the Lakers.
Number 17, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Lakers trail by 4. Doncic outside. Back to Finney-Smith. The Lakers with another miss. And the Timberwolves with possession. 9 points in a row, a good run going. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Gobert with the stuff.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
Randall can't hit. Lakers trail by 3. On the wing, Finney-Smith. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Minnesota. They're on an 11-3 run. And that one's good.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to James. Hayes with a screen on McDaniels. Here's James. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double-clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, He stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Drains the triple.
You see, there's a hesitation to close out too hard on LeBron. They don't want to see him get downhill, but that three-point shot is on point.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Gobert. Randall inside. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And Randall the bucket on the assist by Gobert.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Now here's Hayes. Here's Doncic. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Randall finds Gobert. Back to Randall. Shot is up. Misses the jumper. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's Connect. No made baskets yet. Kicks it to Doncic. No good on the triple. The Timberwolves have got 8 of 15 shots to go. Pass to Conley. McDaniels, a screen on James. Now here's McDaniels. Randall inside. He's against Hayes. Here's Conley. Some solid defense from James. The Lakers in the lead. And here's Hayes. Pass to Finney-Smith. Knocked loose. Doncic outside. Over Gobert. Another miss by Doncic. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. McDaniels passes to Conley. Fires in the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Back to Doncic. Let's go with a 3. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Edwards against Reeves. And here's Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And so it's Rudy Gobert making things happen for Minnesota. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
The Lakers trail. So for Minnesota right now, we've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Naz Reid, and it's Minot in at the 4 slot. Here we go! And it's flushed down! A nice jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
4 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Outside, DiVincenzo. He shoots again. Second chance shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
The first free throw is good, and it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
That one misses. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Edwards gets the bucket.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Edwards against Reeves. Vincent outside. Reeves with a screen on DiVincenzo. Vincent passes to Goodwin. DiVincenzo with the steal. Edwards finds DiVincenzo. Here's Garza. Pass to Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior. Such a tough check.
Here's Reeves, and he hits the jump shot. Reeves has got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Goodwin. No points yet. Back to Hachimura. He drops it from range. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, the team has preached to Rui Hachimura to be aggressive on the offensive end. That is the decisive decision-making they're looking for.
The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Vincent passes to Hachimura. From deep, Reeves. That shot missing. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. They set a pick. Good. He hits the jumper. He's got 5. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
It's the Lakers record.
Los Angeles. LeBron, he's checked in for Goodwin. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Garza. Julius Randle comes in for Reed. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And Conley subbed in for DiVincenzo. Hachimura, the pass to Finney Smith. James with the ball. He's still got it. LeBron.
There's a move for you.
Wow, just showed great creativity on his way to the bucket. Here's Randle. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Randle's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
Now here's McDaniels. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
There's a screen. Doncic, no good.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And the Lakers with possession here, following the score by Minnesota. Here's James, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Randall, the pass to Conley. Edwards fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura with the ball. Randall's in his pocket. Stolen by Conley. Up and over Doncic. The shot by Conley, no good. Lakers trail by 6. Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. It's blocked by Gobert.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Hachimura finds Doncic. Here's James. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaden McDaniels picks one up.
Well, the basketball IQ of LeBron James is off the charts. So adept at finding ways to get to the line.
James. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Hayes is checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Who wants a feature?
The Timberwolves lead by 6. Randall outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
A minute 58 left to play in the first half of basketball. 6 on the shot clock. Picked by Gobert. Conley. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Reeves against DiVincenzo. Reeves, the pass to James. Back to Reeves. James up top. McDaniels covering. James can't get it to go.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
Now here is James. He's got 15 in the paint. Luka!
We know that Luka's a 3-level scorer. He's elite from any range. That time he goes to the midi.
Back to Conley. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Reeves. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Conley passes to Randall. Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels gotten 4 this quarter.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Doncic, good.
Listen, this guy has off-the-charts basketball IQ. Luka Doncic understands when to get into that pull-up game.
There's the block. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Here's DiVincenzo. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fans half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, sorry. Give it up for the participants.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's James. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. Now here's Hachimura. 6-point game. Shot clock at 5. Doncic punches it home.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
And he drops a first. Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Here's James. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Doncic. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter. Conley passes to Edwards. Conley, a screen on Reeves. Back to Conley. From behind the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That 3-point opportunity for Mike Conley. Yes, sir.
From deep, here's Doncic.
God, lethal. That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
First free throw is good.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
And so Gobert nails both of them. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Hachimura. And here's Reeves, guarded by Edwards. Shot is good by Reeves.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
The time for dancing. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Show us those moves. Next. Keep on dancing. Let's do it for all the dancing.
Here's McDaniels. He's got 6. Here's Conley. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, this guy is competitive. He's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
And he gets the bucket.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Gobert. He's got 12. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Rui Hachimura.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Gobert. Both good from the line that time. Lakers trail by 7. James passes to Doncic. James, a screen on Conley. From deep, here's Doncic. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 11. Outside Edwards. Over James. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Doncic outside. Hachimura with a screen on Conley. From deep, here's Doncic. Minnesota leading by 7. Up top, Randall. Over Hachimura. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Randall's got 9 points.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. Again, Doncic missing.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Conley finds Randall. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Doncic with it. He's picked up by Conley. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
It's not just about the passer. As the recipient of that alley-oop, you've got to have timing and anticipation. Yes, sir, Rui Hachimura.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet, your Laker Girls.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels.
Nickeil Alexander Walker.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Conley. And he's going for the oop here. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Conley.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Lakers trail by 7. Doncic outside. Hachimura from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists tonight. Outside Edwards. Conley, a screen on Reeves. And here's Edwards outside. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
What a response from Anthony Edwards. If you make a 3, he wants to come right back at you.
Pass to Hayes. Now Doncic. Clock at 6. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 23 points. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Well, when you look at Anthony Edwards' frame, it is pro-ready right now. That upper body strength, the ability to play through contact, the N1, yes, sir.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
Pass to Hayes. Doncic with it. He's guarded by Conley. Doncic, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 8. On the wing, Alexander Walker. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Here's Edwards. And rejected. And they're able to recover. Here's Alexander Walker. Pure from three-point range.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Lets a floater go. And here's Reeves outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards. Minnesota with the ball. They've led by as many as 11. The shot by Conley, no good. Reeves finds Doncic. And it's off from three-point range.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Stolen by Conley. To the middle. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Pass to James. Now here's Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Goes back up. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Boy, yet another night for Luka Doncic. This guy is forcing everyone to play at his pace right now.
Pass to Randall. Over Finney-Smith. And it's Randall that time on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. And here's Hayes. He tries for 3. Hits the trifecta. Hayes has got 5 now. Now Conley. Give him 8 points now. Alexander Walker, the pass to Randall. Over Finney-Smith. Randall can't hit. Lakers trail by 5. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you love to see Finney-Smith look to score it inside. He's got length and athleticism.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
First one falls for him.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Randall outside. The 3 is up. And he gets it back. No good. Misses at the buzzer. The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, up by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
It's the fourth.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So for Minnesota right now, we've got Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Anthony Edwards, and it's Clark in at the 3 slot. Now here is James. Hachimura, the pass to Vincent. From outside the arc. Reid with the rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Vincent. Back to Hachimura. Vincent outside. Shot clock at 6. Off target from 3-point range. Clark against James. Left side, DiVincenzo. Here's Edwards. And he nails that one right through the heart. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Hachimura, the pass to James. Now here's Vincent, guarded closely. A deep 3. Minnesota with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Pass to Edwards. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Here's Hachimura. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Ingles from outside sinks the tray. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Well, just another weapon in the arsenal of Joe Ingles, right? The catch-and-shoot game on point.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. It's now time for our T-shirt giveaway. Let's hear you get loud.
The Lakers making a switch here. Hayes is checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Conley's checked in for Ingles. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Hayes. Pass to Vincent. Up and over Conley. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Vincent's gotten his first basket of the night. Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Rui Hachimura.
The beauty of Anthony Edwards, there's a lot of natural talent, but there is the work ethic and the willingness to be coached that will allow him to maximize his abilities.
He misses the free throw. second free throw is good. Lakers trail by 10. Hachimura outside. The open shot by Reeves. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Well, Rui Hachimura has a chance to set up a teammate, and look at the delivery. Well done.
Pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 8 rebounds in the game. Inside. Here's Goodwin. Over Edwards. Goodwin, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 8. It's Edwards on the wing. Reed for 3. Drops in the 3. Reed's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Outside Reeves from downtown, and Conley grabs the miss. Minnesota's got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. Finney Smith's checked in for Hachimura. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Randall comes in for Clark. Here's Goodwin, guarded by Edwards. Launches it from deep, sinks it. What range from downtown. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Now here's Conley. Pass to Edwards. Shoots from the elbow. Rebound, the Lakers. Hayes has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Doncic has got 15 points here in the second half. Outside Conley. Five to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
A savvy playmaker with a great handle. Conley runs such a smooth pick and roll.
And finished off by Hayes.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Absolutely jaw-dropping. Now here's Conley. Edwards for 3. Here's Gobert. Out to DiVincenzo. Edwards looking for an opening. They shoot again. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line to try to make it a three-point play. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. At the line for 1. Timberwolves timeout call. Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go. Let's see those nails move. Nice try. It's all good. Keep it going.
Hachimura's checked in for the Lakers. James comes in for Goodwin. McDaniels is checked in for the Timberwolves.
One shot.
They throw good, Edwards. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And James throws it down.
Oh, at 6'8", it's easy to forget how good his handles are, but LeBron creates easy opportunities for himself.
Now here's Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing. That's a specialty. Flying to the basket with no fear and conversion.
Edwards, that's good.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Now here's Hachimura. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. Edwards for three. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Reeves. It's blocked by Gobert.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Timberwolves.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Now, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Now here's McDaniels, picked by Gobert. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Blocked!
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now, time for our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.